However, shame would then steal up to me again and whisper, "You see, they liked you only because of what you did, not for who you are. If they knew what you're really like, do you think they'd still approve of you?" Whenever I believed these words, I'd allow shame to drive me again to perfectionism, so as to ward off the fear of rejection. It was a vicious cycle. In this way, I've often tied my sense of self to the work of my hands. I found myself striving for excellence, not purely out of love for God and people, but from an anxious desire to quell my insecurities and shore up my self-esteem. A black and white thinking. Something else God wanted me to address was an unhealthy thought pattern I had that fueled my perfectionism. Black and white thinking, also known as all or nothing thinking. I would see life in extreme, only positive or only negative terms. For instance, if something I did wasn't 100% as successful as I'd envisioned it, I'd immediately see it as a total failure. Or if someone complimented me, but also included some criticism, I perceived that the person actually had an absolutely negative perception of me. Because of this black and white thinking, everything I did was a high-stakes endeavor that permitted no room for failure. I felt I had to reach for perfection in whatever I did. Even if my attempts were almost, but not quite, perfect, I perceived them as utter disappointments. God revealed to me that whenever I equated my work, what I do, with my worth, who I am, my perfectionism would feed procrastination in my life. I often delay starting a task because what I want to accomplish appears to me to be an incredibly risk-filled activity. My false belief would say, produce the perfect work and you will be rewarded with love and validation, which would elevate your self-worth, but fall short in any way, and you will suffer disfavor and disapproval, which confirms that you're not good enough.